you mentioned that, we have a lot longer budget meeting than normal, and I just now thought of this. It's probably because we have a much more complex budget than most people do.
Well, that's definitely a factor, but I do think that um, there's a lot of times that I will then start to question. You're like, well, I've already thought of that. That's already included. Look at this, or don't you remember this from last month? And that's just I don't remember it as easily because I'm not the one that's touching that budget on such a frequent basis. Our monthly meeting that we have to just go over the last month, look at the month ahead. That may be the only time that I really look at it because I also trust that you're going to tell me if something needs to change, um, or if I need to rein in on something because we're getting close. Um, or that you called yourself a few weeks ago the master manipulator of the budget as gas prices increase and things and finding the money. Well, we haven't spent as much money in this category this month, let me move it so that we can cover that increased gas bill. um,
There's been more than one time that I have walked away going, "How do we make that happen?" Because we're spending way more in this area and not near as much in the other area, and we usually spend more in the latter. How did this all come together? But you're right, and that's uh, yeah. I call myself the master manipulator because you have to manipulate the numbers to be in your favor, and I think you and I have both experienced time and time again, not on a regular basis, but more than once, how we put the numbers together, and lo and behold, either, you know, on occasion it's been a late check, or more often than not, it's just that we had more expenses that month than we expected, or a larger expense that we didn't think it was going to be that much. Whatever the case is, maybe it's a really cold December or January, and we end up spending $100 more on electricity, or I pull a dumb move and forget to turn the water off, and we have $50 more in water bill each month,
and you forget to pay it on time, so there's a late fee.
only because it's not auto pay, and that is why I love auto pay. Yeah, we talked about that before. But, certain things like that happen, and if you aren't manipulating the numbers, we'll just go with that terminology. If you aren't manipulating the numbers, that can bite you in the butt. You can wake up one day and go, "Oh, crap, we weren't paying attention here. It's the end of the month, and we've already or haven't overspent, we've already, spent our normal restaurant budget, but we gotta find an extra $50, $7,500 to cover the electric bill this month. Where's that gonna come from?"